This is Carson TV News, your capital city news source.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Carson TV News, your source for Nevada's capital city news. I'm Courtney Bloomer. Today's top story: a Fernley man was in critical condition Sunday after a road rage incident Friday caused a single vehicle rollover at the Carson City Freeway exit at Highway 50, according to the Nevada Highway Patrol. CareFlight responded to the incident, which shut down a portion of the freeway for 3 hours. With the holiday season bringing extra pressure to get where we're going, let's take some extra care of each other. If another motorist cuts you off, wish him a happy holiday and give some room to prevent a tragedy. It's better to arrive late than to not arrive at all. The political advertising airing during your favorite shows will end soon. Tomorrow is Election Day. Carson City polls open at 7 a.m. on Tuesday, November 4th. All Carson City voters will cast their votes at the Community Center at 851 East William Street. Clerk Recorder Alan Glover would like to remind everyone that your sample ballot is the easiest way to identify yourself at the registration desk. If you did not receive a sample ballot or cannot bring it with you for any reason, the information needed is also encoded on the back of your Nevada driver's license. The polls will close at 7 p.m. and results of the election will be published as soon as the ballots are counted. Carson TV News will update this broadcast on Wednesday, November 5th at 12:30 p.m. with the election results. Friday, October 31st was Halloween in most of the country, but here in Nevada it marked our state's 150th birthday. Celebrations of the sesquicentennial started last Tuesday with the governor's banquet in Reno.
In this moment, we pause to reflect upon the struggles of those early intrepid pioneer settlers, the miners, ranchers, and explorers who tamed the wilderness and conquered their own corner of what was to become the 36th state in the Great Union. Ushered into statehood by President Abraham Lincoln in pursuit of the promise of opportunity for men and women of every color, from every walk of life, from every part of the globe. Now therefore, in the spirit of humble thanksgiving, I call upon the Nevada family to devote the whole year of 2014 to fitting observances of the Nevada sesquicentennial year. Inspired by the legacies of all those who came before us, we rededicate ourselves to the pursuit of a place we can be proud of in the annals of history, a state like no other, and a people unified in the spirit of having been battle-worn. Let all Nevadans, in every county, in every community, and in every dwelling place, pause to reflect upon that history that has made us who we are, to celebrate the moments of pride, both great and small, and to record for posterity the story that is uniquely ours, so that all who visit here or look our way will understand why we are, above all, Nevada proud. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the honor of being with you tonight. God bless you, and God bless the great state.
On Thursday, 371 singers at the Nevada State Capitol joined with others across the state to set a world record for the number of people singing a state song at the same time. Strains of Home Means Nevada rang out across the Silver State as school children, community members, and local officials took part in this record-setting event. Officials of Record Setter, based in Las Vegas, confirmed the world record attempt.
Home means Nevada, home means the hills, home means the sage and the pine. Out by the Truckee, still burning rills, out where the sun always shines. There is a land that I love the best, fairer than all I can see. Right in the heart of the Golden West, home means Nevada to me.
Our new reporter Ress grabbed some footage at the first annual Steampunk Ball at the Carson Nugget on October 31st, which coincided with Halloween night.
Hi, this is Kate, reporter for Carson TV, and I'm at the Nevada Day Parade, and I'm at the Single Jack Drilling Contest. Let's see what they're up to.
Back in the old days, like in Virginia City back in 1860s, this is the way they did it in the mines. They'd drill a hole in the rocks like this, they put dynamite in to blow it up. That's how it all started. And back going 150 years or so ago, it evolved into a contest. And they're still having a contest today. About 40 years ago, in fact 40 years ago right now, they moved the World Championship to Carson City. Used to be held in Denver before that, Colorado. So it's been here for the last 40 years. And we have the best, actually the best single jack drillers in the world right here today.
Thank you, Fred Andreessen. That was the single jack drilling contest, and we're at the Nevada Day Parade.
The Nevada Day Parade, in celebration of the state's 150th birthday, was broadcast live by We Shoot Video and is available as video on demand at WeShootVideo.com. Go here to relive all the parade festivities or to rewatch your favorite entries. The arts are alive and well in our community, with a number of live productions taking the stage in the coming weeks. First, Bruca Theater will present Nevada 150, Nevada's Great History in 50 Minutes. In case you've not had enough Nevada history in recent days, this wildly Western, theatrical, fast-paced, humorous romp takes you through Nevada's colorful 150 years in just 50 minutes. The actors play 3 characters that deem themselves experts of some kind, doing their best to get through the history of Nevada in a vaudevillian presentation. Performances will be at the Brewery Arts Center on Sunday, November 9th at 2 and 7 p.m. The Wild Horse Children's Theater opens their musical production of Dr. Dolittle Jr. this weekend on Friday, November 7th, also at the Brewery Arts Center.
There's a fine, fine line between reality and pretend. Just once, just once, just once before I'm old. In the world of Dr. Dolittle, dogs start to coo when they see Dolittle. He has a profound philosophy.
Thank you for bringing Chi-Chi along to see her. Chimpanzees have an excellent sense of direction. But that way, we need to go on. Yes, your partners with. There are so many fabulous faraway places to marry and feed them, pamper, love, and breed them. Safe with me, they'll never see us move. Protect our hands, just move us crazy while using your thoughts as police.
Finally, Western Nevada Musical Theater Company opens their fall show on Saturday, November 8th, My Fair Lady. With Kirk Gardner as Henry Higgins and Hannah Eckert as Eliza Doolittle, the story of Professor Henry Higgins' bet to transform the feisty Eliza from a Cockney flower girl into an elegant society woman has been a Broadway favorite since 1956. Western Nevada Musical Theater has previously wowed audiences with productions of Chicago, Les Miserables, and numerous other memorable shows. Join me and the rest of a great local cast for the Western Nevada Musical Theater production of My Fair Lady, running weekends November 8th through the 23rd. Don't miss this lovely production. Tickets are available but going fast at WNMTC.com. If you're in the market for a house, you won't want to miss this next segment. Local realtor Garrett Lapierre shares information about the current mortgage market and what you might not know about your home ownership opportunities.
Hi, I'm Garrett Lapierre, real estate agent with Century 21, Jim Wilson Realty. And you're watching Property Perspectives here on Carson TV News. Today I want to talk to you about how do you get a mortgage, and is it hard to get a mortgage? There's a lot of misconceptions out there that because of the mini recession that we went through for the last 5-6 years, that it's really hard to get a mortgage and almost impossible. Well, I'm here to tell you that that is not the case. Is it tougher to get a loan today than what it was in, say, 2004 or 2005? Yes, no doubt about that. But that being said, as long as you have good job history, good credit, and a little bit of money in the bank, you are a very good candidate to be able to get a mortgage. Right now, the minimum FICO score that you need to have in order to qualify for a mortgage is 640. Okay? That's not a super high amount. That's not a super low amount. That's basically kind of right in the middle, if you will. Okay? And a lot of people are surprised when I tell them that. They think that you have to have a 700 or a 750 credit score to be able to get a mortgage. You don't. 640 is the minimum to be able to get in on today's loan products. The higher the credit score you have, the better interest rate that you're going to get. So don't be fooled that if you have a 645 FICO score that you're going to get a mortgage at 3.5%. That's not going to happen. You could get a mortgage, but you're going to pay a little higher interest rate because of the credit score being a little bit lower. The other thing that the lenders look at really hard and carefully is your income to debt ratio. And what that is how much money you make to how much money goes out every month. Okay? In a perfect world, they want your payments to be no more than 33 to 35% of your gross monthly income. Okay? That being said, you don't always have to have a large down payment to be able to get a mortgage. So as long as your income to debt ratios are good, meaning that you make a decent amount of money and you're not spending it all every month, you don't have to have $20,000 down to go buy a house. There's several loan programs out there right now. Most of them are underwritten through various government programs like FHA or HUD or the rural housing, so USDA, that offer 100% financing. So you don't have to have any down payment. There's closing costs that some way need to be paid, either through you paying those out of your pocket or even asking the seller to pay them. And you can get 100% financing, not only in Carson City, but also in Lyon County, in Washoe County. A new program was just rolled out, and also in Douglas County. But most of these programs are geared towards first-time home buyers. If you're not a first-time home buyer, you have a home that you're going to sell and go buy something else, the minimum down payment right now is 5%. Okay? Obviously, the more money you put down, the better interest rate you're going to get, just because it's a little less riskier loan for the mortgage company. I highly encourage you to talk to more than one lender. All these banks are different. They all have different loan programs. Some banks offer programs that other banks don't. And more importantly, like any other thing in life, finding the professional, so the loan officer that you work well with, is going to be a big part of this. The best advice I can give you, if you're wondering yourself, man, I wonder whether I qualify for a mortgage or not, reach out. It's free. It's easy. And like I said, if you get a good lender, the worst thing that's going to happen is they're going to give you a game plan and a blueprint to follow in order to get qualified. Thank you for watching, and make it a great day.
The 6-course harvest dinner on November 10th at Adele's utilizes locally sourced produce, and much of the food comes from the Greenhouse Project. The funds raised will help to create an even better environment for the kids who work at the greenhouse. This dinner is a collaboration by chefs Charlie Aboud and Campo chef Mark Este. With some outstanding wines, the meal is bound to make a most memorable evening. The Carson Lady Senators volleyball team had a tough week. After a 12-game winning streak, they were handed 2 losses this week. Here's sports.
The Carson High volleyball team got off to a great start in the much-anticipated showdown with Minogue last Tuesday. But after winning the opening set 25-19, Carson dropped the next 3, handing the victory to the Miners. It was like deja vu all over again Thursday in the regular season finale against Douglas High. The Senators took the first set 25-21, but the Tigers came back to win 3 in a row and claim the W. The 13-3 Senators will host Reno Tuesday the 4th to start the playoffs. The Carson High girls soccer team lost their final game of the regular season Tuesday against rival Douglas High. The Tigers scored late in both halves to win the game 2-0 and remain undefeated. With Douglas as the number 1 and Carson the number 3 seed going into the region tournament, they could face each other again in the semifinals at Carson High School on November 6th. The Carson High boys soccer team faced off against Douglas Wednesday night, taking a 3-1 lead into the half, but the Tigers came back with 2 more in the second to close out the game in a 3-3 tie. The Senators start the playoffs with a game against Spanish Springs Monday, November 3rd. And finally, Carson City's own McKenna Bell is scheduled to make her debut in NASCAR's Nationwide Series Saturday, November 8th in Phoenix. Good luck, McKenna.
Thanks for joining us for this week's edition of Carson TV News, your source for Nevada's capital city news. Be sure to join us on Wednesday for our election recap edition. We'll see you then.